Near the end of April 1968, one of the most fiercely fought but little-known battles of the Vietnam War pitted Marines of Battalion Landing Team 24, the Magnificent Bastards, against the North Vietnamese 320th Division. It took place on a piece of terrain approximately 1.5 miles northeast of headquarters of the 3rd Marine Division, which was located at the Dong Ha Combat Base. The engagement is known both as the Battle of Dai Do for the principal village where the fighting occurred, and the Battle of Dong Ha for the principal target of the NVA forces. The fighting extended over a 3-day period. This is the only engagement of the entire Vietnam conflict where a single reinforced battalion-sized Marine unit with less than 1,000 effective fighting men, which was supported by intense naval gunfire, fought head-to-head with a division-sized unit of between 6,000 to 10,000 regular NVA soldiers who were augmented with 600 guerrillas and who were supported by artillery from the demilitarized zone. The Dong Ha Combat Base was of strategic importance to the entire Marine Corps effort. Lieutenant Colonel William Weise, Bill, was the commander of Magnificent Bastards during this battle. Bill had assumed command of the 2nd Battalion, 4th Marine Regiment in October of 1967. In December of that year, the Magnificent Bastards were assigned as the ground component of Special Landing Force Alpha, which along with a helicopter squadron and a combat service support component were embarked aboard amphibious Ready Group Alpha's ships off the coast of Vietnam. Once designated, the battalion was reinforced with various attached units of artillery, engineer, amphibious vehicles, reconnaissance, tanks, ontos, and other combat and combat support units, and designated BLT-24, a task-organized unit capable of conducting amphibious operations. On 5 March 1968, the Magnificent Bastards were lifted by helicopter to Mai Sichan on the northern shore of the Qua Viet River. For almost 2 months prior to the Battle of Dai Do, the BLT was engaged in heavy contact with NVA units who attempted to travel down Jones Creek, a well-traveled infiltration route from the DMZ to various locations in the south. This combat activity made BLT-24 a battle-hardened, albeit somewhat depleted in numbers and physically exhausted, unit of Marines serving under an extraordinary leader who in his earlier days was referred to as Wild Bill Weise. It seemed as if Bill Weise had prepared himself during all of his adult life for the Battle of Dai Do. From the streets of South Philadelphia, where he spent his growing years and met his wife Ethel, to the hallowed halls of Temple University, he was a natural to become a leader of Marines. He saw combat action in Korea, went to the Army Ranger School, taught at the basic school in Quantico, was a rifle company commander and a battalion operations officer. He served in 2 of the Marine Corps' elite force reconnaissance companies. He was both jump and scuba qualified. He attended the Army's Command and Staff course and was selected for a tour as the Marine instructor for this course. Bill was in Korea when he decided to accept back-to-back unaccompanied tours so that he would have an opportunity to serve his country as battalion commander in Vietnam. The interlacing of command and teaching would be put to the supreme test at Dai Do. Keith Nolan, in his book about Dai Do, entitled The Magnificent Bastards, describes in detail the tactics used by Bill that led to his assignment as a battalion commander of the Magnificent Bastards. Yes, Bill Weise had systematically prepared himself for this opportunity to lead a battalion of Marines into combat against enemy forces. The larger the enemy force, the better Bill would like the odds.